Now, I'm no fan of Jay-Z, the businessman, and how he gets down and a lot of things that, he's been a part of over the years. I'm a big fan of Jay-Z, the rapper, right? He's one of my favorite, right? That's for sure. But with this situation, with the Target deal for his new album, right? I'm confused because there's a lot of other entertainers and artists that also have deals with Target that are black doing this, and nobody's saying anything. Everybody's just targeting Jay-Z, right? Now, I got a problem with Jay-Z during the time when Colin Kaepernick took that knee, and he made the deal with the NFL. He always goes the opposite of which way we're going. I get that part, and like I said, I'm a fan of Jay-Z, the rapper, his music, but I'm not a fan of Jay-Z, the person. Right, you got them children, his kids out there he wasn't taking care of, right? He's out there with Beyonce all in the spotlight and all that kind of stuff, but he has a whole bunch of foolishness that goes on behind the scenes. And there's a lot of people that did business with him that where the smoke, there's fire. There's so many people that got a problem with this man, right? The individual, not the artist. But Breakfast Club, they always running interference and taking up for Rock Nation. So they use their platform to stand up for Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is selling reasonable doubt products at Target, and people are upset. Now, you guys know there actively is still the Target boycott happening. So people are questioning why Jay-Z is selling product at Target. And when I mention product, so you guys know that Jay-Z is celebrating the 30th year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. So on the Rock Nation store, which is on the Rock Nation website, they have vinyls and cassette tapes and different things that you can buy, but it's also being sold at Target. Now, Target had posted this as exclusively sold at Target, but it's being sold, as I just told you, places outside of Target as well too. But people are upset about it. And they're questioning why this is even happening because Jay-Z is of the culture, and this is not of the culture because of the boycott, according to the people.
Well, listen, personally, I think it's selective outrage. Okay, the reason I think it's selective outrage, because if you go on Target's website, it seems like every major artist has the same vinyl exclusive with Target. I saw it on J. Cole, The Fall Off. I saw it on Kendrick GNX. I saw it on The Weeknd. I saw it on Nicki Minaj. I even saw it on Taylor Swift. So I don't understand why all of a sudden this is an issue because it's Jay-Z. Shouldn't it be an issue for every artist?
So let me say this too, though, right? Because this is the thing, what I always say. Forget these athletes, entertainers and stuff. That Target boycott, the Asian boycott, that has to be really strengthened by FBA. Foundational Black Americans, we got to stand tall and strong, right? On it. We can't rely on the Jay-Z or these entertainers that's contracted in with the dominant society. These people are contracted. They have big money around them. So they use them as tools. And when they finish with their tools, they break them. So you can't just have faith in Jay-Z. Jay-Z let you down already when like I said, when he did the deal with the NFL during the time Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee, during the time of the Mike Brown and all those other, was one of them, police shootings when a young black man was unalived. We already know this. We know all the things what Dame Dash has said. Now, Dame Dash could be an idiot at times, but but understanding the business and calling them W folks out and wanting to build things on your own, Dame Dash was right. Jay-Z ran over there with them people, right? And they ostracized Dame, kicked Dame out the whip. I get it. I saw all that a mile away. And that's why you had so many of the other artists calling out Jay-Z early on, because Jay-Z chose them W folks over his own people. It is what it is. So why do you got all this faith in him, right? So when it comes to other artists doing business with Target, hey, y'all got to hold them accountable as well, right? Especially the black ones, right? Now, there was a lot of people online. There was a lot of people online that took issue with Jay-Z, and some of them came on. Some came on here and they said, funny because on Flacco page under the comments they said Charlamagne was going to make excuses for Jay-Z. LOL. If Drake was doing an exclusive deal with Target, Charlamagne the God wouldn't be this confused. Charlamagne has never had a problem with anything Jay-Z has done, right? Then people are going to say we're glazing, which is true. Laughing my ass off. Envy is honest. Envy is honest to a fault, right? So there's a lot of people voicing their opinion about this situation, man. But when it comes to Charlamagne and his crew, man, they always running interference for Jay-Z.
that came before?
You would think so if we're consistent across the board, but I think with Jay-Z,
But
because
niggas is never consistent.
yeah, that's a part of it too.
And
But
this is
I
more
think
recent.
No, the Fall Off came
Not a
out 2
fall off
months
came
ago.
out, yeah, and they had a
Yeah.
That's J.
exclusive
Cole album.
transparent
Oh, damn.
vinyl and a poster.
GNX came out in December.
Yeah.
The Target boycott been going on for a year.
I think people put Jay-Z in this like they put him on this seat of like he's supposed to solve all things and do all things. Like they look at him and talk about him differently because of his position, also too because of the work that he does with Rock Nation and Reform, and you know like all those things. Like people,
It's easy to
they
talk
put him in
about.
a different light.
J. Cole is socially conscious. Kendrick is socially conscious.
Y'all know how Jay-Z get it. They gave it to him differently though.
I just don't understand the selective outrage. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it. I
I know
understand.
people will say, you love to defend Jay-Z. Man, y'all make it easy.
Y'all do, but
Y'all make it very easy.
I mean, but in a case like this, it's easy to see that it's happened to all these artists. Charlamagne just said, and all you got to do is Google. It's not hard to
Yeah.
find. Like if you type in J. Cole right now, it tells you
Target exclusive.
what Target exclusive they
Vinyl
have.
exclusive
If
with
you type
Target.
in Kendrick, it tells you what exclusive they have with Kendrick. It tells you. It's easy to see. But the thing is, it's cool to hate on Jay-Z right now, right? And everybody say, oh, Envy's glazing, Charlotte's glazing, which is true. But I will say this though.
That's not true. I ain't glazing
I
nobody.
mean,
Damn.
he's my favorite artist, and I've said it before. But I will say
vengeance.
this. I will say this, that it's easy to ish on Jay, right? It's the cool, I don't want to say the cool thing, but it's the thing that people do.
Now, we all remember when Joe Buttons was on his show, he was saying, I'm compromised, I'm Team Jay-Z. He don't give a damn. You know, he's supporting Jay-Z. And listen, I get it. I believe that everybody's compromised to some extent, right? The thing is, as foundational Black Americans, we should be compromised to each other, right? We should be sacrificing for each other. It shouldn't matter about a Jay-Z or a Beyonce or any of those people. We're not contracting them with the dominant society. We should be contracting them with each other. We should be standing with each other, right or wrong, weak or strong, right? To build the things that we need to build, because we interact with each other way more than us interacting with them. We don't even have access to them, right? So Jay-Z is really irrelevant. Like I said, he's one of my favorite artists, right? He's one of my top 5 favorite artists. Rap artist of all time, but as a person, first of all, I don't have access to him. I have more access to you out there than him. So he's really not the focal point, right? We should be compromised to each other, right? Of course, them people are compromised. Of course, when he had the title situation and he had those title deals with his artists went awry. Of course, because he had to appease his people that he works for, his bosses. We know this stuff already. We've been calling this stuff out for years. So, of course, Charlamagne is not going to go against him because Charlamagne is contracted in with the same people that he's up under. So, if Charlamagne uses his platform to go after Jay-Z, who those billionaires have billions of dollars invested in, right? He's messing with their bottom line. Charlamagne's going to be in trouble. That's just what it is. It's business. But we need to have that same type of business with each other. So, we say, hey, we're going to boycott these Asians. Hey, we're going to boycott Target. We're going to boycott Walmart. We need to be standing on business. It's not about Jay-Z. It's about us being compromised to each other. It's about us standing on business with each other. That's what the focal point should be, right? That's more important, right? But Charlamagne, you know, he ain't fooling me. He might fool some of you out there. But again, we take the emotion out and we just listen. He's going out of his way to say that he's not compromised. People just hating on Jay-Z, right? Listen, Charlamagne's compromised, right? Everybody is, but we should be sacrificing for each other.
And we've seen it across the board in the last couple of years. Which I think is foul.
saying.
It is what it is.
This ain't even. It's not even about Jay as the individual. I just don't like selective outrage. It's really just that simple. If you can show me all of these other artists that got the same vinyl exclusive with Target, why now are you upset with Jay? The Fall Off just came out a couple months ago, like I said. GNX came out in December. Like, what? Why now? Is this a problem?
So to be clear, you would understand the outrage if we were consistent across the board with other artists.
Also, I don't feel like I feel like this feels like how the Target boycott felt to many people.
What you mean?
Meaning that, you know, there was so many companies that eliminated their DEI programs, right? You had Meta and Amazon and McDonald's and Google and Lowe's, just to name a few. But, you know, folks just said we're only going to boycott Target. So why ignore
Amazon.
all the others, but just boycott Target? So that's how this feels to me. You ignore everybody else, but you just targeting one person.
But I've said
This is people who are in a higher tax bracket than us. They come from where we come from, but they're not living the day-to-day life that we live every day, right? right? Paying bills and all that kind of stuff. So they don't identify with us anymore. They don't give a damn about us. We're irrelevant to them. Our issues are irrelevant to them. We're like, sometimes behind the scenes, we're like peasants to them now. They think like the people over there. They move like the people over there. That's what they do. So don't look to them. And this is why I always told you, don't look to them. Now, you may have some that may have gotten money but didn't forget where they come from and still identify with that. But a lot of them, no. So when they see black people doing certain things, man, they're going to go against it because their bottom line is no longer your bottom line. Their bottom line is uplifting those people, the people that we go against, the corporate structure. Their bottom line is uplifting the corporate structure because their lifestyle is predicated on a corporate structure staying strong. That's just what it is. They've crossed over. So y'all got to let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. What's your opinion on this? And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.